Now when I walk into this group of knights, they pretty much kill me instantly, right? So they're pretty tough opponents, and just look what we do to them. This is the way I like to play a Threadling build on Strand Warlock. It's more of a aggressive playstyle, but I think if you guys give it a try, and with the buffs that it just received, I don't think you'll take this build off the rest of the season. I really do think it's that good. It combines powerful abilities that are able to kill enemies in difficult content with the survivability of woven mail that we need to be able to play up and close, the extra damage from Threadlings that feels very, very good now thanks to their buff, and then of course the healing built into the build, that we have constant restoration, and then we can take the new Empowering Rift with the changes that it received to bolster the build even more. Strand Warlock is finally looking like a subclass that I want to play, and this build just showcases how great it really is. Alright, so let's first take a look at the Strand subclass. The Weavewalk aspect got a nice update with this patch. It now gives you woven mail when you enter that Weavewalk form. It's basically to start out a fight for you, right? It just guarantees you woven mail going into your grapple melee. And speaking of the grapple melee, we'll take the Mindspun invocation aspect. Your grapple melee spawns those 3 Threadling eggs that creates 3 Threadlings. Threadlings got their 20% damage buff, and we enhance that even further. Of course, grapple is your grenade of choice. And then I do like Empowering Rift with the new changes. Now we pair all these with the fragments. We get an extra fragment slot with Weavewalk now as well, because we get 3 fragments here, and there are some really strong fragments. Threat of Generation, dealing damage generates grenade energy. Doesn't matter what kind of damage you're dealing, weapon damage, ability damage, the more outgoing damage you do, the better this thing is. And we pair that with the new exotic Rocket Pulse for some great damage. We'll add in Threat of Evolution. Threadlings deal additional damage. This is a 33% damage buff for them. We'll take Threat of Warding, picking up an Orb of Power grants woven mail. We still like this because when we do grapple in and kill something, which we will, it spawns an Orb of Power. You had woven mail from Weavewalk initially, and when you kill something, you get woven mail again. So now you have restoration ×1 or ×2 going with woven mail pretty much infinitely. We'll take Threat of Rebirth. Strand weapon final blows have a chance to create a Threadling. This just plays into the whole Threadling build we're doing. And then Threat of Fury. Damaging targets with tingles grants melee energy. This is when you pick up that tingle and throw it. If you hit a nice group of enemies, you can get a full refund of that Arcane Needle. And that is worth it because Arcane Needle is what fuels our Weavewalk, right? For stats on the build on the bottom left, you want to push that grenade up to 150 or 160 if you can. With 2 font mods, we'll push that up to close to 200. I could only get 150 here. And then you do want your melee stat to be close to 100. For your weapon on the build, obviously the new exotic Rocket Pulse is really good. Give it a try if you guys haven't. And as soon as you guys get the Catalyst, it will be even better. For the exotic of choice, we're going to take the Karnstein Armlets. Melee or finisher final blows instantly grant cure and provide restoration for a short duration. You get 8 seconds of restoration on that grapple melee kill, and also 8 seconds of restoration ×2 if you finish an enemy. I did a build earlier this season based on this, so if you guys want to look back at that video, you can, and I think it's a really fun way to play Strand Warlock and really good. I'll mouse over the mods for you guys. It's pretty simple mods, just follow exactly what I set up here, and you should be good to go. Now you guys know how much I like builds in games, right? That's what my entire channel is built around. Well, I also enjoy Raid for that very reason. Raid Shadow Legends has truly infinite build possibilities with its powerful champions, and guess who they're bringing to the game? Raid Shadow Legends is partnering with Paramount to bring the most radical crossover ever. Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, Michelangelo, April, and Shredder are all coming to the game as legendary champions. This is all very nostalgic for me since it reminds me of my childhood and takes me back to the good old days. Now starting from August 21st through November 13th, you can get your hands on these new champions, starting with Michelangelo. The event does end November 13th, so you must start by October 30th to collect all the champions. You start off with getting Michelangelo just for logging in for those 7 days, so don't miss out on that. You guys can collect all 6 TMNT Champions to unlock a special bonus reward, and trust me, it's better than pizza. So make sure to click my link in the description or scan my QR code to get amazing bonuses available only with my link. Right away, you will get a huge starter pack with an Uugo champion. He's a very strong champion to help you out, and then you'll get another starter pack after reaching level 15 that includes the epic champion Drake. He's a great poison champion and will help you on your journey. And then new players can pick 1 promo code out of the 4 that I'm showing you for a legendary of your choice. These are powerful champions to help you in the game. You have the legendary champion Green Warden Rurik, and you want to use the promo code Treehugger. We have legendary Alice the Wanderer, and the promo code you can use for that is Get Alice. We also have legendary Tunarak, and you can use the promo code Desert Queen. The legendary Tholin Foulbeard with the promo code Demon Slayer, available till December 31st. And then lastly, legendary Sun Wukong the Monkey King, and the promo code for that is Monkey King. So I want to show you guys my account in Raid. If I click on my profile up here on the top left, I'm level 100, my total power is 8.68 million, so you can see that I've played the game quite a bit. Now if I click on my champions in the bottom right, you can see that I have quite the array of legendary champions. Means I've played the game a very long time. They're all level 60, maxed out, and I've been working on ascending them even further into the red stars. But as you can see on the left hand side here, I have so many as I'm scrolling down, and all of these champions can be built a different way. As you can see on Lanicus the Chosen here, it's fully built into speed. It means I have the speed stat on, and it just increases that speed tremendously, and all her moves are based on speed. So the faster that I can make her turn go, and buff my other champions even quicker, it makes the gameplay that much more enjoyable. So if I click on my Trunda here, you gotta admit that's a freaking sweet champion, right? You can see that she's built into the Savage gear, ignores 25% of enemy defense. So there's so many different ways you can build these champions, and then you pair 5 champions together to make great teams to accomplish different things in Raid. As I scroll down, we can get into the epic champions here. You can see all my 6 stars, and the list just keeps going on and on. And then one other thing I want to show you is the daily login rewards here. As you can see, I've done over 270 days of my logins, still collecting free stuff even after that, but there's a list of champions that you get and different stuff as you log in throughout the 270 days that just boost your account greatly. And the main way you start off in the games, you just click battle in the bottom right, and you have your campaign. You work your way through the campaign maps, clearing them one by one, and then you'll move on to the dungeons. There's a ton of different dungeons, a ton of different monsters and bosses to face, and it's such a fun time. And then there's faction wars, arena, which is PvP, clan bosses to take them down, and these clan bosses are freaking awesome. You have the Doom Tower that's 100 levels of floors that you move up through and fighting different monsters and bosses. And then you have the Cursed City. Cursed City is a huge map that you take on and clear different areas, different bosses. You get a ton of different rewards. So there's literally just endless content in Raid. There's endless build possibilities with what you're trying to do with champions and mix and match. And there's just so many sweet, unique champions that I enjoy the game so much. It's like different abilities in Destiny, right? Pretty much the same thing. Now, one other thing I want to show you guys is the portal. This is where you summon different champions. As you can see, all those legendary champions I listed earlier, you can get them out of all these different shards, your ancient shards, void shards, you have primal shards, and sacred shards. I have 1,250 mystery shards, and you'll use these to summon champions, infuse those champions together, and then feed them to your stronger champions to boost up those champions, right? Now I wanted to show you guys the champion index. These are the different factions within Raid Shadow Legends, and there are currently 15 different factions, all with around 50 to 60 champions in each, some of them pushing 70 like the Knights Revenant here. Bannerlords has almost 80, and Barbarians are pushing 75. But let's take a look at the Barbarians, for example. You have your mythical champion, your legendary champions, your epic champions, and then your rare champions. So there are a ton of champions to collect within Raid, and as you can see on the legendary front here under the Barbarians, I'm currently sitting at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And all of these champions do different things for you. I mean, just looking at their different designs and the way they look, their designs are bold, tribal, and warrior-like. I mean, look at Alaz, the Sunbearer here. This guy is freaking sweet. And then watch what happens here when we click on his other form. This is his HP form instead of his defense form, and he transforms into something totally different. I mean, that's pretty freaking sweet, right? Barbarians are extremely versatile champions. They're great for clan boss, dungeons, arena. They bring strong debuffs like defense down, weaken, and they just do a lot of different things for you. Valkyrie here is one of the top defensive champions on the Barbarians faction. The way these champions look are fan favorites with the aesthetics. They're raw, intense, and visually unique, and I gotta say I like looking at them myself. So there's a ton of different variety within these different factions here, and as you go through them, you can see which ones you like the most, aim to get those champions, and build out your champion roster with these different champions. The lizard men look pretty dang cool as well, literally featured around lizards and reptiles. And then the demon spawn is one of my favorites as well. They just look so cool. I mean, look at that. That's just pretty freaking sweet, is it not? Karosa the Covetous. It's the perfect time to jump into Raid, and I know you guys will love the game as much as I have. Thank you so much to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring today's video.